Now, ladies, I have a question for you. How do you spot secret jealousies that can be harmful and detrimental to you and your family and your business?
So you said, how do you spot it?
How do you spot them?
You know what? I think sometimes it's hard to spot it. But people do reveal themselves to you. And once they show you who they are, one thing, you have to believe it. And then you have to protect your space. What I'm learning is that you really have to watch who's around you. And I feel a lot of people sometimes just want to get close to you to destroy you.
Right.
They trying to figure out what's this thing about Charmaine, why everybody like her, how she get there, how she get here. And they want to get close to you only to destroy you. So you just have to be very careful. And how do you spot it? I think it's just listening to what people is saying. Listening to what they're saying. Because if they talk long enough, they will reveal themselves.
That is so true. That is so true.
I think it is very difficult to spot it, like, as it is happening, because of course people come, what is it, they become disguised in sheep's clothing or something like that. Yeah, so it's hard to spot it because jealous people and haters and stuff, like, they do a great job at acting happy for you and celebrating with you, and but hindsight is always 2020. So I just personal experiences for me when it came to either someone trying to sabotage something or jealousy or whatever the case may be, I quite honestly didn't even really find that out until after the friendship or relationship was over. And I think it even sucks even more at that point because you feel like you wasted all that time,
right,
and energy on a person. But it's kind of hard to say, oh yeah, this person is jealous. I don't really sling that word out like that, like, oh yeah, she's jealous of me, or whatever, because it's hard to tell. It really is.
Yeah, I think it's a lesson, and when you do find out, you can't look at it as wasting time. It's just, you have to say, I learned something and I'm going to carry this on to my next relationship. You know what to look for the next time.
Right.
It's just hard. I try not to get my heart hardened because when somebody hurt me,
right,
because it's not fair to the next person who's coming genuinely to, just really trying to be a good friend. So you just learn from each one. It's a lesson, and each time you go through it, God is creating thicker skin for you to how to get through it.
Because you have a lot going on. You have 2 salons, you have a cosmetology school, so people can look at Shari and be like, you know what, I want to get next to her because I want to know where she get her hair from, girl. Because I'm trying,
or not just that. Me being a hairstylist. At one point, I was a hairstylist. I had 2 salons. I had 3 boutiques, one in Folsom, Old Elk Grove. Partners in the first African American cosmetology school. But I did it all by doing hair. So a lot of people look at me and they trying to figure out, how are you successful doing hair? So the first thing they want to put on me is, I'm doing something illegal. Maybe my husband doing something illegal. But they can't just look at me as being, I'm just a African American woman that's working hard.
Right.
I'm working hard. That's it. But they want to label you, so they do get close to me just to try to find out, how is she rolling the way she's rolling.
Trying to figure you out.
Trying to figure me out all the time. all the time. See,
you
always throwing shade.
You shouldn't have it going on.
But you know what? I can't let that stop me, because either when you lower down to them, then you're going to lose everything you worked hard for.
That's right.
So I just keep it moving. I'm keeping going.
Do you feel like you get that from women the most, or men, or both?
I get it from women. I get it from women a lot, and I get sized up by a lot of people.
Right.
Even when I roll up, I mean, it's from what I'm driving or my shops, or it's just I get it from a lot of people, and I feel like before I always had to explain myself, like, I'm a hairstylist and we do make good money. I always felt like I had to explain myself, but now I don't explain myself.
Right.
It is what it is. I know. Before, I used to always have to prove, like, I have to explain something to people.
Right.
And now I got to the point, I'm not sure if it's age, but it's no more explaining. It is what it is. I know the truth.
I had put something on Facebook, and one night I was in prayer, and I just straight said, I don't have to explain my blessings to anyone.
No one.
I don't have to explain them to anyone, because God is blessing me, and it's the Lord. Now, if you have an issue with it and you want to know how it's done, go to God, and He'll tell you.
And you must be doing something right. If God is still blessing you.
Right. So
you're doing something right,
God.
And that's how I look at it. I'm not saying I'm perfect, but I'm doing something right. God is still covering me. He's still showering me with blessings.
Amen.
So
So if you want to chime in, give us a call at 916-921-5333. Next, we got a caller on the line. Hey, caller, you there?
Yes, I'm here.
Hey, what's your name? Where are you calling from?
My name is Maurice, and I'm calling from Sacramento. And I would like to start first by saying that you all sound like an impressive group of women. Quite impressive.
Well, thank you.
But it just, and what I recall hearing you talking about is being a godly woman. And coming from that standpoint, from a spiritual angle, I think that the key is discernment, Lady Charmaine. As a child of God, I believe He would give any child of His the discernment to know who means them harm and who means them good. Then, of course, you make the choice to follow the leading of the Holy Spirit.
Amen to that. Thank you. Yep, it's called discernment. And the Lord will let you know. Sometimes some people might slip on in there, you know what I'm saying, for some life lessons. But everything you said is the truth. And I want to thank you so much for calling in.
You're very welcome.
Have a great day. Bye-bye.
All right.
Hi, 97.5.
Hi.
Hi.
I had called, and then I think you accidentally hung up, and then I called back and you said you were happy I called, and then I was waiting, and then I got disconnected again.
Oh, I'm sorry.
It's okay.
Okay, so which comment did you want to talk about?
About jealousy.
All right. What about it?
Okay, so I just think that sometimes a lot of people are sad to say that's how they've become, as things that go on in their life. So that's how they impact other people. And I think it's hard to say how to spot it, because some people can get really good at having that character trait, and they can be good at hiding it. And so, and I speak from experience, because I had a friend who was really jealous of me, and I didn't know it until other people told me. And so the thing is, sometimes it's hard to see it for yourself. Sometimes other people have to come to tell you, and it has to be people that you trust that come to you and tell you, because it can be hard to see, especially if it's somebody who you've known for a really long time and it's somebody that you really trust. Because what happens is, if you find that out, then you kind of look to yourself about, what did I do wrong?
Right.
And the reality is, you didn't do anything wrong.
Now, when did you find? I want to know, when did you come to the realization that this person was jealous? I know everybody else told you, but when did you see it?
What was interesting was, I didn't see it until people came to me and said it to me. Then I kind of reflected on just different things that had gone on, different things she had said, different behaviors she had. And when I looked at that, it kind of showed me that I think God was showing me, these people are telling you the truth, and she does have a little bit of jealousy in her. And so, and that's the thing, is I think sometimes, like I said, when you have trust for somebody because you know them, or you think you do, and that can kind of blind you to seeing the jealousy that they have.
That is so true.
I'm sorry?
I was going to say, what's your name? Where are you calling from?
I'm Tammy. I'm calling out of Sacramento.
Well, Tammy, I want to thank you so much for calling in and sharing your story.
Thank you.
You're welcome, and have a great day. Bye-bye.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
And she is so right, because sometimes when it's close to you, and sometimes when relatives tell us, or people close to us, that person's jealous, you're like, no, she's not. That's my friend. How many of us I've done that before.
Yes,
very true.
Sometimes you can't see it. Sometimes you can't see it when you're in it, but the people that surround you can see it. My husband tells me all the time, that one right there ain't good for you. Watch out for that one. All the time. And then most of the time, he's on point. He's on point. Because he can see it, because he's not in it.
Right.
Yeah.
It's almost like, when you have friends who are in a bad relationship, or when, they're with someone that is not adding value to their lives or whatever, and you're telling this person, hey, homeboy, homegirl, I don't really think this person is the best person for you, and they may try to take that as you being jealous. They just don't want to see me happy, or whatever. It's like, no, I just, sometimes people from the outside looking in can see things better than you, and you're the one that's living it, in that moment.
And that is so true. Well, we're going to be back with more Hot Topics with Lady Charmaine and Girlfriend. You're inside the Girls Club with Stacia Mobbs and Shari Wilson. We got more on the way, so make sure you keep it locked right here to 97.5 KDEE. You're watching a Rich Girl Dreams production.